Hello and welcome to Juriset channel. In this video, I will be discussing about the Lokpal and Lok Ayukt Act 2013, and under this, I will particularly focus on the important sections and points which are relevant for your NET attempt 2022. So let's begin this video. So before I begin with this act, as you know that the NET application form date has been extended till 30th May 2022, and because of this the exam might take place after 15th June or at most in the last week of the June, right? So don't get relaxed because of this extension, just keep preparing. The very idea of Lokpal and Lok Ayukt is based on the concept of Ombudsman. Now what is Ombudsman? The basic function of an ombudsman is to investigate and report corruption allegations against certain public authorities. Why? Just to address the transparency and accountability in the administration. The term ombudsman was originated from Sweden in year 1809, and later on New Zealand and Norway adopted this system in year 1962. In India also it was first proposed by then Law Minister Ashok Kumar Sen in Parliament in early 1960s, and there were total 8 attempts made before 2011 to establish Ombudsman institution in India, but all met with the failure. The term Lokpal and Lok Ayukt were coined by Dr. L.M. Singhvi. So this is overall background of Lokpal and Lok Ayukt. Now let us see some of the basic features of the Lokpal and Lok Ayukt Act 2013. First of all, it came into force on 16 January 2014. Secondly, the establishment of Ombudsman institution at the central level is known as Lokpal, whereas at state level it is known as Lok Ayukt. They are the statutory bodies and they are not having any kind of constitutional status. What they do, they perform the function of the ombudsman. What is that? Just to inquire into the allegations of corruption against certain public functionaries. Now there comes the structure of the Lokpal, which is given under section 3 of the Act, according to which the Lokpal shall consist of a chairperson who was the former CJI or former judge of Supreme Court or an eminent person with impeccable integrity and outstanding ability. Apart from the chairperson, the Lokpal shall also consist of 8 members, out of which 4 members must be the judicial members and the remaining 4 members must be the non-judicial members. Now section 4, that covers the provisions of appointment. So the chairperson and the members under the Lokpal are appointed by the president on the recommendation of the selection committee comprising of the following authorities. So here are 2 things which you should remember under section 4, like who appoint the chairperson and the members, and second, what is the composition of selection committee. Now there comes section 14, that describes about the jurisdiction of the Lokpal, and the Lokpal according to which can act or can inquire against the allegations of corruptions made against these set of persons which is just given before us. So for the purpose of examination, just try to remember these persons, right? And if there is any exception related to it, like before us we are having the exception attached to the Prime Minister, that the Lokpal cannot act in a matter related to the international relations or external and internal security and so on. So just try to keep this thing in your mind, right? Because that might come in the match of the following question or assertion or reason. Now section 25 describes about the powers of the Lokpal, according to which the Lokpal shall have the supervision over the functioning of the CBI in respect of all the complaints. Next is section 58. So a question on section 58 has been already asked, and section 58 has to be read with the schedule, and there is only one schedule given in the Lokpal Act 2013. So what you should do is just try to remember the legislation names which is given under the schedule, and these legislations has been amended after the commencement of Lokpal Act. So just try to remember the name of these legislations and the year of their commencement. Now there comes section 63, that talks about the establishment of Lok Ayukt. So according to which the states are required to appoint Lok Ayukt within a year of its coming into force. Though in reality only few states are there who have appointed Lok Ayukt. But for the purpose of examination, just try to remember the section number. Now the amendment. The Lokpal Act 2013 has been amended for only once, which was in year 2016. And this amendment has made changes to Section 44, according to which every public servant shall make a declaration of his assets and liabilities in such a form and manner as may be prescribed. And the corresponding to Section 44 is Section 59, Clause K. So apart from the sections which we have discussed in this video, you can also do the cursory reading of the other sections like Section 6, 11, 12 and 20. Section 6 talks about the term of the office of chairperson and members, which is 5 years or 70 years of age. Section 11 talks about the inquiry wing and Section 12 talks about the prosecution wing of the Lokpal. Whereas if I talk about Section 20, it is completely procedural in nature, like within how many days the Lokpal should inquire into the allegations and within how many days it should complete its proceedings against that particular person. So you can just do the cursory reading to Section 20 also. The exam is in next month and the clock is ticking. So do enroll yourself now to the mock test provided by the JurisSearch Academy just by simply visiting the JurisSearchMockHub.com website. So do start practicing mocks and get the edge over this exam. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the content, do like and share with your friends and do subscribe JurisSearch Academy to get the further updates.